It seems to be a little bit of like a superstitious thing. I can't wait for it to be over. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. They wanna charge my account 3,000 Rand. There is a life. Today just felt so much longer than necessary. I'm not actually too sure where I'm going. This money is not in my budget. Happy Sunday, welcome to a new video. I thought I would just spend Sunday with you guys if you'd like. I am flying later on today, but first I need to do a workout because I am almost done with a workout challenge. I can't wait for it to be over because I'm getting so tired now, but hopefully it's gonna be worth it. But anyway, I've had my coffee and I really should just suck it up and do this workout. It's only the next 22 minutes of my life. Still sweating, but I just got a notification from Google AdSense saying that they want to charge my account 3,000 Rand for running an ad, and I'm like, what ad? Apparently there's an ad of mine that has been running from the 1st of June and they want to charge me 3,000 Rand for it, and I'm like, I did not run an ad. I would never run a 3,000 Rand ad. That to me is absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I'd even run a 10 Rand ad on Google, honestly. Like, that's just so crazy to me. And I'm like, listen, this money is not in my budget. Secondly, who the hell ran this ad that I don't know about, and suddenly they want to take 3,000 Rand out of my account? And like, no, I don't have money to play around with, especially not for a Google ad. Like, are you joking me? Oh, jeez, I hate things like this. I'm reading other people's situations that are similar, and apparently whenever they cancel your Google account because you haven't used it enough, which I don't use my Google Ads account at all, pretty much, they say every time they cancel it because of a certain amount of time that you haven't used it and you reactivate it, that apparently also activates ads. You have to go in and actually delete the ads, and I'm like, but what ads are these that I don't know about? Like, who even set up these ads? I'm so annoyed right now, you guys. Like, I really don't have 3,000 Rand to play around with. Like, are you kidding me? I'm a flight attendant during COVID. I am not rolling around in money right now. This is such bull. Anyway, I'm gonna try to figure this out, even though I don't have much time to. I need to jump in the shower in the next 10 minutes because I need to get ready for work today. To explain a little bit better, I know this is so random, it's supposed to be a day in the life of a flight attendant, but now I'm talking about my YouTube struggles. I have an AdSense account, a Google AdSense account, which is how YouTube pays me for AdSense, but for some reason I also have a Google Ads account, which I know I have, but I've just never created an ad on it. That's why I'm upset, is because who created this ad, who pressed confirm and approve, and you can charge me this much each day? That is my problem. So like I said, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to make sure that Google does not take money out of my account tomorrow, because that will be the most upsetting thing, because I need my money to do other things, obviously. So this is just quite upsetting for me, that's all. But anyway, I'm flying today. I am doing a 3-leg flight. I'm not actually too sure where I'm going first. It's either going to be Joburg to Durban, Durban to Cape Town, Cape Town back to Joburg, or the other way round. I just don't know which one yet. So I'm also trying to have my smoothie while I put my face on. I need to get new makeup. Look at this. This is my powder. It's basically broken. It is in pieces. Look at that. I honestly just need new powder and new concealer. When I get a chance, I'll definitely be getting some of that. But anyway, I may or may not slightly be running behind schedule because I got so distracted with this whole Google Ads thing that I'm just gonna switch the vlog off here and catch up with you guys when I have made it to the airport, hopefully in time for my sign-on. I made it, and with enough time to even stop and get a can of Pringles, because I just realized I did not bring enough food and we're only signing off after dinner time, and it's 1 o'clock now. So we are flying to Durban and then from Durban to Cape Town and then Cape Town back to Joburg, but we are going to be passengers on our way down to Durban. So we're waiting then for them to finish disembarking and then we'll get on and just hang out for the first flight.
I'm your captain for the flight. There's a pleasure of flying you down to the Bearers Cape down at the bottom of Africa there. Towards Airborne, so I'd like to invite you now to make yourselves comfortable, but not too comfortable. Always a catch, isn't there? Your crew will be carrying out a safety demonstration, and yes, believe it or not, it's in the interest of your safety, not an exercise for them. So I do ask that you take note of these very important emergency drills. As in the unlikely event of a real emergency, taking video shots and posting them on social media is not going to help you. Also like to point out that the Civil Aviation authorities have put in place some COVID protocols. Yes, so we do not make the rules, we merely have to enforce them. So I do ask that you comply with any request with regards to the COVID-19 protocols as given by my crew. Enjoy the flight.
Don't you just love the captain's announcement? That was hilarious. Our pilots are operating all 3 legs, but we're only operating 2 of them. Guys, we just made it to Durban. Like I said before, we flew here as passengers. It was such a full flight and it took about 45 minutes to get down here. I've done my safety checks and everything and we're just waiting for cleaners to get off. And we're waiting for cleaners to get off and then it's our turn to operate. We're going down to Cape Town with I think 152 passengers or something like that. And it should take us 2 hours and 7 minutes. Alrighty, we have landed in Cape Town, you guys. It was a good flight. It was just extremely long. It literally took about 2 hours and 20 minutes. So much longer than needed, but there was very, very strong headwinds. Now we're about to take, I think, 140 something odd passengers back to Joburg with us. They're already being loaded into the chute, so as soon as the cleaners are done, we'll be on our way headed back to Joburg. Everything is closed now because we landed at 9 o'clock. What a day it's been! Oh my gosh. Today just felt so much longer than necessary. Somehow it was relatively quick days, but wow, I think I was just so tired because that first leg, we didn't work it, so we were like sitting there bored out of our minds, trying to take a nap, and then we ended up kind of being like zombies for the rest of the evening. But do any of you have like a strange thing that you do when you fly? Like a weird little habit or like a cute little habit? Please let me know, because I was noticing today a lot of my passengers like to touch the side of the plane as they board. They like to just like tap the door of the plane almost, and I find that super interesting. And they said no, it's just like a weird habit that it's supposed to be like good luck. And I've seen crew who like cross their fingers like this during takeoff and landing when we're in our jump seats. It's just like a weird like habit that like they don't even think of. But I notice people have like little habits here and there, and I've been trying to think all day if there's something that I do, but I don't think there really is at all, honestly. In what's it called? Oh wow, I left my keys outside the door. Well done, Andy. Well done, Andy. It seems to be a little bit of like a superstitious thing, so let me know if you guys have any like superstitious little habits that you do, whether it is when you fly or drive or walk into your house or whatever it is. Do you have any little superstitious habits that you do? Okay, the flights weren't like crazy entertaining or interesting or anything like that. It was a relatively good day actually. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It's about 20 minutes past 10 now. I've just had a shower and gotten comfy and cozy for bed. I take a shower every time I come home from a flying day. I always feel much better once I've done it. It's like washing away all the bad vibes from the flights. Which doesn't mean today's flights were bad at all. Today was extremely uneventful, and I think that's what I'm kind of like meh about, not that I want it to be eventful, don't get me wrong, because eventful days are usually extremely stressful, and today was definitely not stressful, so I'm very grateful for that. On our last flight coming from Cape Town back to Joburg, that one was super chill. We had 144 passengers, so it was really nice. We had, in my zone, I was sitting in the front, by the way, I was seated as one right with my senior. We had 2 families up front in my zone of responsibility, and they had the cutest babies but the unhappiest babies, who were crying for like the first 45 minutes of the flight, I want to say. Also on that last flight, one of our instructors was on that flight. She was dressed in casual clothes, but I recognize her obviously because I've trained with her before. But I always get so nervous whenever one of my instructors or line trainers are on my flights. I don't know why. Like, she wasn't there to assess anyone. She was in casual clothes. She was like fast asleep half the time anyway, but I just always get like super nervous because she was still awake during the demo and I was like right there, and she was seated at row 1, which is where I stand during the demo. So I was like standing there going, okay, you gotta show the safety features card extra perfect now because one of the instructors is watching you. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I get like hyper alert that somebody that is an instructor and a trainer is like in the vicinity, and it just makes me extra nervous. She's super nice, and I even told her this and she just laughed at me. She's like, you're being ridiculous, I don't even care. Like, I'm trying to sleep. But yeah, there was really no drama in today's flights, and I kind of feel bad that there was nothing for me to really report back, because usually I think my flying day, flight 411, is a bit more interesting than this. So I'm sorry, but today everyone was just super well behaved. It was really nice, and I'm glad because the COVID cases are going up in South Africa lately. We're at over like 9,000 cases a day, basically definitely in the 3rd wave, so that's not great. That's not great. So I'm glad that there weren't any mask rebels. I'm glad that there weren't any fights or any arguments or anything like that on board, which for me technically are actually quite rare. Like in my airline, I almost never get that much drama in my flights. I get interesting things here and there, but not really drama, you know? Thank you guys so much for spending Sunday with me. It was a super chill day. Again, I'm so sorry it wasn't super interesting, but some days are just not that interesting. Even if I'm flying, sometimes it's just very monotone. So I'm gonna say goodnight now and stop talking your heads off, because I've been talking for 8.5 minutes at this point, so I'm gonna shut up now, say goodnight. Thank you all so very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss more of my content. I would really appreciate that. It would really help out my channel. Please continue to spread good vibes and be kind, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Bye guys, good night.